The latest update for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero has just come out and it is absolutely game changing, so let's get right into it. Right off we can see the patch is called a Battle System Adjustments. That's what these patches are going to be known as going forward when they change battle mechanics of the game. We're on the official Bandai Namco website where they released everything about this patch, so the patch notes, and let's go down through the list. I'll describe each and every point and why this change was required. Right off the bat we have High Speed Dragon Dash, a new action. The new quick movement High Speed Dragon Dash, where you can move quickly towards your opponent, has been added. Perform with R2 while holding X, PS5, or RT while holding A. Now this is good, I guess. It gives more movement option and promotes movement as a legitimate choice in battle, making battles more spicy like OG Budokai Tenkaichi game. Smash attack. You will no longer be stunned when being hit by a rush ki blast when charging a smash attack. That's very good. So rush ki blasts are when you charge down, hold down your ki blast button and click it. So if you do a smash attack, which is holding your square or X button on the Xbox, it is a charged hit. If you do that while your opponent is one of these ki blasts, you'll probably hit it away. And the second change means that smash attacks take longer to hit. Rush ki blast. The time between being able to fire the next rush ki blast after firing the maximum consecutive amount at once, different for each character, has been increased. So it makes these moves less spammable, and that is really good. These rush ki blasts were very busted, especially in sparking mode. Rush ki blast deflection. You can now deflect rush ki blasts. You would now no longer be able to be hit by certain attacks immediately after performing a step. Rush ki blast and smash attacks can now be evaded. This is good as those were previously not evadable, and once you got hit by it, you were basically stunned. Z burst dash. The amount of ki blast consumed when activating it has been increased, which is honestly a good change because it was so spammed and overused. Ki will no longer be consumed when activating it and will instead be consumed on amount based on the distance traveled. Now this is good as it gives another option for players in battle. Blast. Damage has been increased when using a boost. Z-Search. Z-Search will no longer lose track of your opponent when characters are swapped. You will now regain sight of your opponent quickly if they enter your line of sight from the front when Z-Search is not locked on. This is very good as you would get locked on very randomly, and it's honestly very devastating as your opponent can take advantage of your lack of sight, which is very frustrating. Z-Counter. Now this one's important. The input window has been shortened, so it's harder to do perception. Z-Counter will become more difficult to perform if performed consecutive. Another good change, so you can't spam it as often. Ki consumed has been increased when successfully performing a Z-Counter. So skill count increased speed has been reduced when successfully performing a Z counter, which is good. Revenge counter. Skill count consumed when using perception against revenge counter has been reduced from 2 to 1. That's a great change. You can see that cutscene play more often. Rush attacks during sparking mode. Gradual damage reduction of consecutive hits has been increased, which is good. You can't always spam sparking mode attacks and hope to melee them to death. Combos. The final attack of aerial combos and aerial slash combos will no longer be interrupted by guarding, which is good, more fluid combos. Character switch. Health recovery rate of standby characters has been reduced. Z-Burst Dash. Giant characters. The tackle done by giant characters during Z-Burst Dash is now guardable, which is so good. My god, it's so enraging to face giant characters when they just spam the same move. Skill adjustments. Now this one is very important because skill is a huge part of the game. Skills that cause instant sparking mode. The skill count consumed has been increased by 1 battle stock. We know this as we've seen the leaks, and it's a very good change. It makes it more expensive and not as easy to do. Skills that increase stats in general. Skill counts consumed has been decreased. So moves like Kaioken are also very viable. After image strike, the effect duration has been reduced to 10 seconds. It was previously 15 and will be removed if your opponent uses perception while you are under the effect. Wow, that is very good. So now you can play Vegito and these after image characters without any stress, because it is quite a lot worse. Once you get perception, you can no longer use your after image strike, which is honestly a good change. False Courage is now 2 battle stocks instead of 1. Technique, all I need is 5 seconds. Yes, it's such a well-deserved buff. Skill count consumed has been increased from 3 to 2. Okay, good. And status increase upon activation has been increased. That's amazing. So it's probably one of the best 5-second buffs in the game, I guess. Cool. Stardust Barrier. So this is for Gogeta. You can now activate it once or receiving melee attacks from the front. Okay, buffed it as well. Long range blast attacks and ultimates blast speed has been reduced. Okay, so it's more blockable, evadable, etc. I guess this is to stop unblockable attacks. So Super Vegito, Final Kamehameha, ki consumed and damage has been increased. Goku Mini Quick Rush trajectory can now be changed. Mr. Satan Present Bomb, increase ending lag after activation. So some buffs. Android 19 Jiro, health key amount absorbed on successful throw has been adjusted, so it's not as busted. Dragon Dash Quick Ascend, Quick Okay, so now you can't do that cheese with Android 19 and Zero, where you constantly run away, and they saw from the tournament and learned from it, which is really good to see. They're just trying to minimize the cheese in this game. Cell second form. You can now escape the throw. Yeah, I think it was unblockable, now it's not. Cooler. Amount of health restored upon transforming has been increased. Okay, a buff. Giant characters increase the time it takes to charge a smash attack and reduce its power. Created Vegeta, Dr. Relo, maximum health has been reduced. Yeah, those characters were pretty busted, so not a bad change. And improved performance and ease of use. Absolutely. Honestly, that's amazing. That means, I'm pretty sure they're talking about quality of life changes, so the GUI looks more prettier and it's more aesthetically pleasing for the average players. So honestly, that's a W. All in all, let me know what you think down in the comments below of the changes. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you think balancing shouldn't be a thing in Sparking Zero, and why? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you're new around here, do subscribe for more updates, news, ranked videos, and all things Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Thanks for watching Z Chronics, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.